শাক বাজাচ্ছে কে?
ছবি ভালো করে তুলুন তো।
It's truly an honor for me to be present in this function where we are going to unveil the statue of Ravindranath Tagore, or Ravindranath Tagore. I've had this privilege before of being in several other functions in various other parts of the world, including in Havana, where we put a bust of Tagore close to the sea, for he was an internationalist. He looked to the world, he was of the world. But today is very special. We are bringing Tagore to one of the most diverse states in the United States. And we are bringing Tagore to link the largest democracy in the world with the oldest democracy in the world. And for that reason, it is Tagore, the internationalist, Tagore, the polymath, Tagore, the naturalist, essayist, educationist. You know, he was everything rolled into one. He belonged to India, he belonged to Bangladesh, and he belonged to the world. To all our viewers of ITV Gold, a very warm namaste from here, Ananda Mandir in Somerset, New Jersey. We are gathered here to unveil the statue of Ravindranath Tagore. It's a great pride for us that we are part of this beautiful celebration, and hope his blessings, his teachings will continue to guide us in building a better tomorrow for all of us. Thank you.
I'm so happy to be here with you today because we are celebrating a great artist, but we are also celebrating something that is beautiful about the United States and about New Jersey, as the Consul General alluded. We are celebrating this great community as a meeting place of cultures, as a place where people who come from 1,000 different places around the world can come together, learn from each other, and recognize that our diversity is our strength, not a source of conflict or difference.
I'm so happy that this statue of Rabindranath Tagore will be here for generations as an inspiration for everybody who comes to this beautiful temple. It's a reminder of something that is beautiful about America and beautiful about New Jersey, that this is a diverse community that brings people from dozens of different cultures and parts of the world together so that we can learn from each other, so that we can celebrate our diversity as a source of strength.
The temple being here didn't happen by accident. Lots of beautiful people, part of the planning and construction, the finances, but lots of beautiful people in Franklin Township. We want you to come to Franklin Township. Bring your jobs, bring your children, bring your businesses, and of course, bring your faith and your beauty. Back then, I didn't know that I was going to be in politics. If I become the mayor of your hearts, that's good enough for me. But so happens I got into politics along the way. But I did not come up here alone. I have a team. Now, at the top of the team is Congressman Malinowski. He is critical to be always elected to office. If you have questions about that, please go back to Google, January 6th, Washington, D.C. Tom Malinowski is the man that we need to make sure gets elected. But also next to me, I started off with Rajiv Prasad, who makes sure I'm at the temple every time. He's also the one who tells me things that I had to say in the different languages and the culture, and I got so many outfits at home. I can't believe I'm in an American suit.
I would like to congratulate Santosh Mukherjee and his team for such a beautiful temple. You know, I'm here for last 50 years. But the first time I came to see the complete whole thing, you know, and when Rabindranath Tagore is my most favorite guru, And I'm glad that you invited me, and I thank you for that. And our good friend Mukherjee, he's doing such a great work, and I would like to see him one time mayor of the Jersey City, and more. And Assemblyman Joe Daniel, welcome to our temple.
Thank you.
And this is a real has a lot of history here. I'm sure Raj will tell you exactly what it how long that history is. And what we are going to inaugurate is a Nobel laureate in 17th century. Is it? Am I right or wrong? Much later. 18th century or 19th century, right? Yeah. 1941. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations everyone, and always you can count. Yes, and you can always count on Parikh World Media and ITV Gold. And we are going to open up the new studio here on Big Cinema. We acquired that whole thing. Yeah, so we'll have TV studio. That's right. And we're going to have 300-seater auditorium there. So any function you want to do, you are a guest and welcome.
It's an honor to be here. This temple is right around the corner from my house. And I was proud. I was one of the planning board members who approved this temple to be here with extra consideration for your parking lot and everything else. But to be surrounded by such nice, beautiful people on a commemorative day like this to celebrate the intellectual work and life's work of what I consider a genius is today. There's nothing like today. Thank you.
Today we have an unveiling ceremony of a bronze life-size statue brought from Kolkata of Ravindranath Tagore. We have a lot of dignitaries coming, including our Consul General of India, Mr. Randy Jaiswal, and also U.S. Congressman Tom Malinowski from District 7.
It's a privilege to be here in Franklin and celebrate and commemorate the legacy of Rabindranath Tagore. As not only a South Asian American, but as a Bengali, the contributions of Robi Thakur, of Rabindranath Tagore, to the world, to literature and music and the arts and his geopolitical observations, they're especially relevant as we are all trying to recover from a global pandemic, because Tagore lost his youngest son to cholera, and he endured several epidemics in Calcutta. So it's great to be here and celebrate this with the growing Asian American diaspora in New Jersey.
We are proud to be an Indian associated with Bengalis. I have a lot of friends in Bengal, and this is a great event to celebrate the legacy of Rabindranath Tagore. And the contribution of the poet Tagore is immense, not only just the national anthem, but also all the stories and short plays that he wrote. There's a lot of internal messages that he tells us through his stories. And in fact, Netflix has a series right now going on, and I highly recommend everybody to watch that. And we are happy to celebrate his legacy today. Thank you.
Rabindranath Tagore has been one of my favorite heroes. I grew up in India, and we always looked up to him. And today, this event is going to make sure that our next generation realizes how important our roots are, what we can learn. And I think the effort made here by Joy Biswas and all his committee, I want to give them kudos. This is how our next generation will learn, and we want to make sure they come out, they understand our history, our culture, and they are our future leaders.
I'm here because I grew up in Bengal, and Rabindranath Tagore, of course, is the lifeblood of Bengal, where, people consider him to be the equivalent of William Shakespeare. And he's also the equivalent of Benjamin Franklin, because in the independence movement, he was the old man. Wisdom and direction to Gandhi even was given by him, and he was the soul of India, talking about caste system and everything else, and was an educator. He actually taught Indira Gandhi at Shantiniketan. She was educated at Shantiniketan. So those are all the accomplishments. And he was worldwide traveler, also had the Nobel Prize for literature for translating Gitanjali.